Hello, my loves, and welcome to January 2019's energy forecast with Galactic Guidance. I am Johanna Burkhardt, the soul shaman. For those who are new to me, welcome to Fresh Energy. Let me just tell you, we just went through the new moon and yesterday the partial solar eclipse. So some of you may be still experiencing that shift of energy as we enter into a beautiful cosmic gateway leading up into the next eclipse and full moon, which is also a blood moon. So there's a lot that's going to be taking place. So this forecast is for most of January. There's going to be some major shifting going on towards the end. So I'll touch a little bit on that, but I will be back towards the end of January, probably around the third week, to give you a little bit of an update on the energies. So we're going to be shifting. We're not going to be doing these every single week anymore. But as I feel called and as I feel that you need an update, I will, of course, be on here as quick as I can to bring that energy forth. So today we have the Pleiadian emissaries of the light. My personal guide has really been with me. My personal galactic guide, Ashana Kia, has really been with me more and more for these transmissions. I also have Kuan Yin, which is not a surprise. For those who follow me closely know that I have really been working closely with Kuan Yin lately, really over the last few months. And that just is going to continue for a little while as we are rebirthing. A lot of us are in the process of this massive rebirth. Okay, we also have, before I came live, I meditated and I brought in what you guys needed to hear, and I received the most loving, expansive, beautiful activation from Mother Earth. It was so amazing. And so stick around to the end because we will be passing that activation on to you. So you will get to receive some very grounding, loving, nurturing energy from Mother Earth at the end. So let's get right into it. What is everything leading up to? What is this energy that we are experiencing, and how is it going to continue? And that is the pattern that I'm being shown. I'm really reading for two different collectives, which is new for me. I'm usually really honed in on one collective pool of energy, but it's as if this one whole organism has split, and there is a lot of you who have really transitioned through last year and basically this first week of January, and you are really in that space of, I have a hold on this. I know how to use my energy. I'm releasing. I understand the process of letting go and having grace, and I am ready. You are starting to feel that push to stand in your light, to be the beacon for those who are in the second collective of energy, who either are just waking up or who have been struggling and suffering through this process of feeling sick and just experiencing one thing after another. And really, they are in the midst. They are like in the thick of their rebirthing process, right? They have a ways to go. And so we've kind of split off because there is a collective of you out there who just came out of this, who are fresh in the remembrance of what it is you experienced and how you could guide another through it. And whether you know all the details, whether you are feeling secure in what you want to be speaking about, it's time for you to activate, to light up, to shine bright, to speak your truth, to get on your platform, to share what you know, to share your story, to share what you went through, because it is in those stories, it is in that hope that you give light to those who are coming up behind you, who are in the thick of it, who are looking out there and seeking some type of rainbow, some type of glimmer of hope. And you are that hope, my love. So if you are coming out of this, if you are feeling that push to shine your light, it's time. walk with that fear, lean in, say, I trust, and I am going to be living, because we are all good at failing, right? That is just us living, us experimenting, us adventuring, us trying new things. It means nothing. True failing is when we choose not to live and we literally die from non-movement. So for those of you who are in the thick of it, who are still going through this rebirthing process, I want you to hold your ground. I want you to root in. I want you to ground into yourself. I want you to feel this energy moving through you and just accept and love yourself. The timelines are collapsing, and what that means is it's as if time is becoming irrelevant, because all of our lifetimes are being lived simultaneously. It's never past, future. It's just present everywhere. And so we can all be experiencing this differently, and in that process, we allow those things we should or should not have said, the actions we took or did not take, even memories of other lifetimes, or things that we carried forth that aren't it isn't for us to do anything with, right? It's just an opportunity for us to heal it, for all aspects of ourselves. So a lot of the time we go seeking, where did this come from? Where's the root of it? Why do I feel this way? Why am I suffering? Why? And why is a loop that just goes down and down and down, and it attaches into that darkness, into what feels like stable and secure, but it's not. It's not. You've been there. That's why it feels familiar. You can let go of that. Don't attach to that. Don't go seeking it. If it's ready to come up, it's going to lift. It's going to release immediately. It's going to be right underneath the surface. And if it's not, allow it to rise. Don't go searching for it, right? This is why we stand our ground and we meditate. We try to clear our mind. We go and we get out in nature. And if you can't get out in nature, maybe it's too cold, maybe the weather, or it's not safe, whatever, bring nature in. Allow the light to shine through your windows. Bring in plants and flowers, right? Let some incense flow or some sage. Cleanse your space. Make it feel sacred. So these are all things that you can do in this rebirthing process to help you through it, because your only job is to allow, accept, and to love. We don't have to like that we're uncomfortable. We don't have to like what we're feeling, but we can love ourselves through it. We can say, we're sitting here in the dark and I'm feeling uncomfortable, but I can see hope. I can go in within my being, within me, and I can plant those seeds of hope, of what's possible for me, and allow that to be the light that guides me and shines brightly when I feel dark and lonely, because you're never dark and lonely. It's an illusion. It's an obscurity. It's your ego coming in and saying, you can't see your light. We don't want that for you. Not because it's being malicious, but because it doesn't understand the infinite possibilities. It's so primitive. So what they're saying is love and accept whatever it is you're going through. And they wanted me to give an analogy that I actually used for a client of mine earlier this morning. And I love the analogies that come through. When it comes to allowing and transmuting, because that is really what we're doing still, right? We're still, through this gateway that we've entered into, going to be wringing out, clearing our astral body, which is our emotional body, which is just outside of our physical body. It's just out there, right? And it can affect, because it's out here and it comes within and it affects our body that way. And so the analogy that they gave me was a sponge. And as you're cleaning and doing the dishes, all the dirt and all the food and all the whatever, the chemicals are going into the sponge, right? And it's filled with water, because our bodies are filled with water. And when we're done with the sponge, what do? We rinse it. So we rinse, bring energy through it, right? We bring the water through it, and then we wring it out. But you know what always happens is the first wring is just, sometimes it's just not enough. And we have to go back and we have to wring it again. And usually one more time to really get all that excess out. We wring it one more time. And that's what's happening with our bodies. Is our bodies are wanting to release all that the sponge has filled up with. Everything that our body has filled up with, it's releasing. It's right at the top of the surface. It's ready. It's overflowing. It's ready to be released. And it's saying, squeeze me. It's saying, release me. I am ready. Right? We don't go digging into the sponge to find what needs to be set free. It's right there for the ready. It's ready to be released. So don't go seeking it. Know that it will come. It will be there. It will rise to the surface. And once you wring it, more will rise up. And that's perfectly okay. Give it gratitude. Say thank you. And wring it again. And love every minute of it. Even if you're uncomfortable, know that that means that at the end of that storm, at the end of that clearing, is the rainbow, is the clear skies, is expansive space. Can you see that hope? Can you plant that into your energy? And for those of you who are feeling that push and are ready, root down into yourself. That's what grounding is. It's anchoring this light into this vessel, into this vehicle, and saying, I find stability within me. I find love and acceptance within me. I don't need outside validation. I don't need money or an audience or somebody saying, yes, you're successful. Success means you are living freely, that you see your truth, that you are living your truth, because truth, what does truth do? It sets us free. The truth will set you free. And if somebody doesn't understand your truth, it's probably because they're in resistance of their own truth. And it's not for them. It's not for them to validate you. It's for them to see you shining your light and learn how to validate themselves as you do. So root and ground deeply into who you are and what you are here to do. And have trust and faith in that. Follow, align with your soul and follow it. There, you are always being guided. You have literally direct access. You have your own well of all knowing that you can tap into at any moment. You don't need to tap into a guide or an angel. They are there, but they are aspects of us that are showing up the way that we are desiring them to at that moment in time. It's a beautiful thing. So let's wrap this up and let's talk about what's going to happen as we go through that next it's a lunar eclipse and full moon. And we close out of that cosmic gateway. Immense clarity is going to come from this. A lot of people are going to feel a huge weight lift off of them. And this cycle is going to continue because there is two sets of eclipses like that are coming, and each different eclipse portal is going to be doing a major lifting of another layer within you. It's the work is being done. You just have to trust and follow your guidance and be in the moment, be present with yourself and continuously accept. So after this first shift, right, we are going to be having immense clarity come forth. There's going to be a lot of attachments being released. There's going to be a lot of more people being present, and there's going to be a lot of more people seeking, right? Because a lot of people are coming through this first set and they're really coming out the other side going, oh my gosh, I don't feel the same about any of my belief systems anymore. Nothing resonates anymore. And they're going to go on their seeking journey, and they're going to be needing that other set of people standing there shining their light saying, hey, I just went through that. I'm going to show you. I'm going to be that guide for you. I'm going to help you. Okay. So immense clarity is coming. A major lift of energy is coming, a shift. It's going to feel amazing. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to hit the ground running, that are going to be coming through with these massive, massive downloads of their truth and what they are here to do. And they are saying, trust, trust, take action from an aligned space of stability and love within you. And then go for it. Just go. Don't look back. Don't look for validation. Just be you. Just be you. So awesome. What a beautiful message for the first part of January 2019. Okay, so if you'd like to get some water, I would definitely suggest upping your water intake. If you're not, I'm going to go ahead and light a candle. We have the Mother Earth energy. We're ready to pass that activation along. So I've lit a candle of 3, and I'm going to take a sip of water. I guide you to do the same if you can. Okay. If you're driving during this part, I would guide you to hit pause and come back when you can rest and close your eyes and just be present with me for this moment. So just go ahead and take a deep breath. One more. It feels so good. Feels so good. You may feel some tingling coming in through the soles of your feet, rising up your legs. You may feel some warmth running through your body. You may feel some heart exploding, just this overall energy of love and grace and acceptance and nurturing, and just getting that blood and that water and within your body, just moving. And just say to yourself, I accept and I receive these loving energies, this activation from Mother Earth, from the center of her being. And just feel the energy. All that we have to give. All that you have to receive. Feel that loving activation, anchoring you into the love of your own being. Feel that frequency, feel that energy, feel that warmth, feel that rise within you. Accept, accept, accept love, love, love. Just feel it all rising, centering into your heart space, exploding gently, and feel that expansion taking place. Feel more present and anchored within your body. And just feel this flowing of energy. We are ramping it up. We are intensifying it just a little bit. They're bringing in an activation of abundance, abundance of love and gratitude from within your well of all knowing and all being. Just feeling it pouring out of your heart. Feel it expanding and magnetizing all of the energy within your body and pushing outside of your physical body and allowing you to feel that force of your own magic, of your own energy, expanding, expanding, expanding. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We say thank you to Mother Earth. We say thank you to Kuan Yin, to the Palladian emissaries of the light for helping and assisting and bringing this massive, beautiful, loving energy forward. And I want to share with you an opportunity as in my sacred space that I share with my business partner. It's called Magical Soul. It is a Facebook community. I am creating the most beautiful modality. This modality is in the process of being developed, and it is a process of being embodied through me and through her. And I am sharing, and she is sharing, we're sharing our journey, the behind the scenes of what's coming through, what's working. We are sharing how to reset and reclaim your magic this month. We're doing this beautiful 90-minute experience in that space. And we would love to have you, for you to understand and feel supported, to feel seen and heard, and to be guided by some of the most amazing lights that we are calling in. This space is not free. It is not just for anybody. It is for those who are devoted to their journey. We do require a one-time donation of devotion to enter this sacred space and to experience all the love and grace that we have to give for you. So if that is something that you feel called to join or to be around, there is a link below to PayPal where you can do that one-time donation, and it will reroute you to our Facebook space where you can enter and move through a beautiful activation as you move through that energetic doorway into our sacred space. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Please share the magic and allow others to hear these words of wisdom, to experience this beautiful activation from Mother Earth that has come through. And I will be returning towards the end of January with an update on the energies. And I hope that you are there with me. Thank you once again for being a loyal follower, and namaste.